Welcome to the WA Property Q&A, the podcast where I explore the ins and outs of buying property in Western Australia. I'm your host, Peter Fletcher, and each week I interview local property experts to help you to develop a deep understanding of the nuances of buying property in WA. From market trends to legal considerations, no topic is off limits. But before we dive in, a friendly reminder. While we provide valuable information, it's important to note that nothing discussed in this podcast should be construed as personal investment advice. Always remember to seek the appropriate professional advice for your specific circumstances. Now, let's get started and unlock the secrets to successful property buying in WA. Welcome to another episode of the WA Property Q&A podcast. I'm Peter Fletcher, and with me today is Justin Merendino.
Hello, folks. I hope we're well. How are you?
Good, Justin. How are you?
I'm always well. What an absolute privilege to be here. I say it all the time, but I remember meeting you last year at Connect with Rewa. You shook my hand and you were begging to have a photo with me, and I thought, what's all the riff-raff about here? I'm only being myself. But anyway, it's a pleasure. I mean it, Peter.
So tell me about how, Justin, there's so much I want to talk about, but let's just start with, your rise to what we call it. I call it fame before, but it's
for me. I'm only being myself, and rise. Let's just say, as I've said on a few of these podcasts now, I literally picked up the phone. A dear friend of mine I was selling for in a suburb Ashfield last year picked up the phone. I said, "Look, your home's near new build, 2023 build. It's appealing to new home buyers, getting in the market, around that price point at that time. You hold my phone, do the video, I did my spiel, remember the name, blah, 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 and here we are. The rest is history, and I'm having people, vendors, beg me, you're going to do your video, aren't you? We want your pizzazz, they say, the pizzazz. I've had to learn these words. But I'm just being myself. I speak as I speak. I'm passionate about my culture. I've got my own dress sense that people seem to have understood now. And people appreciate it, I think. And those that don't, well, look, I'm not going to be for everyone, but I respect everyone. And I treat people as I want to be treated, and that's it.
How did you come up with that tagline?
Oh, look, it was about 11 o'clock at night one night. I'm laying in bed and I says, I need something catchy. I want something that's me. And I just rolled it off the tongue. Remember the name, Justin Merendino's not far away, and boom. I said, that's it. I've got it. And I did it the next day on a video, and now the whole world seems to know who Remember the Name is because I remember it.
And this came from lying in bed.
Lying in bed. I couldn't sleep, 11 o'clock at night. I said, I want something catchy. I want something for people to say. Someone who's all heart, all soul, passionate at his job, and trustworthy to do the right thing by us. Remember the name. It just goes with it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit about your history,
Yes.
the JM story?
The JM story, I love it. So I've always been in customer fronting my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
So I left, I didn't leave school.
Your whole life. So it sounds like you were worked at Woolies on the checkout or something.
I started, I'm about
spud
to say.
shed.
Oh, bless. I started my first job at the checkout at Coles in Inglewood.
Yeah.
And I used to catch the bus from Chisholm College, my school, on a Friday afternoon after school. I'd start work at about 5 o'clock, 4:45, and I'd get changed and I'd be there amongst the public. And I did that on a Saturday, Sunday for a good 5 years till I was about 18, from the age of 14. And I loved it. And I used to have lines of people, Italians, because I could speak it. I want him to pack my bags, because I used to double bag when the cans used to come. Back then we had the grey plastic bag. And I used to double bag, and all these older people loved me for it, because I'd never have rolling cans down the car park. Anyway.
You were the reason we got put onto these paper bags, Justin, because you used too many.
I used too many. Oh, well, bless. They should have charged 10 cents then. Anyway, so that's where I started, customer fronting, and I loved it. I love people. Hello, madam. How are you today? How's your day going? I'm the same person today. I always put people first. So from Coles, I went very short while into the carpet industry, measuring, quote, carpet call.
Carpet.
I did for a good 6 months. Look, wasn't for me. I moved on from that industry and went into the automotive industry. Loved it. I was a sales rep at the Ford dealer, and I was there for 3 years. Loved that. Sold, was a salesman of the month, helped people, and I do what I did then. I don't push. I love dealing with people the way I want to be dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
People want time to think.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe even now in real estate, when I'm going to someone's house, I never say, why can't I have the business stay? I never talk like that.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to think about it and I'll get back to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I always ring them back, what's your thoughts? What can I do to win the business? And they go, well, Justin, first of all, I like you didn't push. They'll always say it to me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I do. And then from that, I went into banking, from automotive into banking. Bank ended up going digital. But Justin Merendino didn't really adapt digitally. I still carry my pen in my top pocket.
You do too.
Look, I am a manual pen and paper man, and I'm proud to say it. That's me. And now in my industry, people love when I say to them, how about I come over to your property, have a look, we'll have a cup of coffee, I'll bring the biscuits, and we have a chat. And people say to me, what a refreshing sort of thing. So there you go. That's a little bit about me. That's my life. And I think I've found my niche, honestly. I love what I do. I really do. I couldn't wait to get up this morning, put my shirt and trousers on, come and see Peter. And then from here, I've got to go, obviously, my routine's off to the office, do my prospect calls, get ready for the home opens on the weekend. I've got beautiful property in there, Eglinton open.
Eglinton, wow.
Eglinton. Out there, I've got beautiful sellers I sold for last year, a property in Butler, and they rang me up and says, Justin, we got faith and trust in you. We don't want to ring anyone else to come and sell our property. And when you receive a phone call like that,
yes,
honestly, I mean it from the bottom of my heart, it touches your heart. Because you feel you've done the job right the first time, and it really resembles, if they're ringing you and not, Bob Jane Realty down the road, and I'm driving up 45 minutes, I do it from my heart too, but I want to put 100% in with every client.
Mm-hmm. Eglinton and Butler, good suburbs.
Well, they're new suburbs, aren't they? They're developing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm finding a lot of younger people wanting to get out there because they want the new builds, the tin roofs and the rendered bricks.
Oh, Justin, you'd be just going,
look, they are what I'd call a wash and repeat. They all look quite similar.
Yes.
But I respect the fact that today's generation, and I'm a part of it, but I'm exempt. I'll say like that sort of modern aspect and sort of clean vibe where I'm a man, when I see face brick, I tell you what, it brings me great memory as a child growing up. I grew up with the brown face bricks, if you remember them.
Yeah.
The 70s face brick and the what people used to call the Coke bottle glass, the yellow glass in windows.
Yeah.
And that's character.
Yeah.
It's character. And to be appreciated, not to be discriminated.
Because we've lost that art of building those Italian homes with the pillars and the arches and the balls on the
I grew
the
up
lions,
the big ball lights on the gates, and when you'd get there to someone's house and at night time visit, they turn all the lights on and look like the St. Mark's Square or a cathedral lighting up at night.
Yeah. But those homes were beautifully built, like the tad on the boring side at times, but like they were just beautifully built.
They were.
Skirting boards?
100%. If I asked my father if there's a house without skirting boards, he says, you've got to have skirting boards. What's this about? And I says, well, Dad, look, these modern builds the carpet ends up at the corner of the sort of wall. And that's what it is. And it's to be appreciated as well. There's always a home for someone. There's something to fit someone's love and purpose. So, yeah.
What would be your ideal home be?
Oh, look, I love the cream 90s face brick.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
I love a little bit of face brick in the house, like a feature wall, or in the kitchen, you might have a little bit of face brick at the island bench.
Yes.
For me, I grew up with that, and my mother's still got that in her kitchen. And I stare at it and I go, they don't make them like this anymore. They really don't, and compliments to Dale Alcock and Plunkett and, Ross North Homes back then in the 90s. That was the design. Laminex bench tops and, you'd have tiling to the sort of ceiling in a lot of the bathrooms. And I love that. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And so, growing up, you're obviously very rooted in the Italian culture.
I was. I grew up mainly with my father's father.
Mm-hmm.
From a young man, my grandfather used to call upon me as his oldest grandson. You want to come spend time with me, with your nonno, with your grandfather?
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah.
And I remember the school holidays. The old landline used to ring, and his telephone number would come up, and I'd answer, say, nonno. And he'd say, you're going to come, and I'd go. And
where was that?
He lived in Thornley.
In Thornley,
I grew up amongst Maddington and Thornley, where my father was raised. But when he moved to his Thornley home, was a sort of more residential style home because he came off 10 acres. Because my family, the Merendinos, were market gardeners when they came out from Sicily.
Yeah. Whereabouts was that?
So Maddington.
Yeah,
my grandfather had his market garden with the family.
Yeah.
And I grew up with him amongst the Maddington Thornley. And I remember things, being market garden. He'd have his garden and runner beans, and he'd say to me, go get the colander or, pasta drainer, is what I call it. And we'd fill it with our beans ready for fresh dinner, Sometimes I'd have very simple pasta with broad bean, pasta.
Beautiful. With a bit of
everything was always pasta with olive oil. It was very simple.
Balsamic.
But that simplicity taught me one thing in life, that your health brings you happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else can.
Mm-hmm.
Because simple things in life are the best things in life.
Mm-hmm.
And I live that now. I don't want all this sort of jazz. I just want good health, good people around me, and I want to do right by people. And I believe, little things that my grandparents taught me, both sides of the family, mum and dad's, that has shaped me for who you see me today.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. So tell me about your real estate career.
Oh, I love this question,
Justin.
I love it.
Tell me about this, because you seem to me to be the kind of the polar opposite of the new crew that are coming through. They sort of look up to the likes of the guys on Lux Listings Sydney, driving Lamborghinis.
I never watched it once. I'm not interested. I'd drive a Mitsubishi. Is that all right? At top of the range, but it's a Mitsubishi. I'm very happy.
Yeah.
Cream leather seats. What else do I want?
Oh, fancy.
Well, look, no, I don't look up to that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd prefer to sell a one-bedroom apartment on Main Street any day, because I've got the traffic of humble people that walk in the door.
Yeah.
And I'm a humble person, I believe, in my heart. And when you treat them with respect, you know what, they remember that, and they say 10 years later, come sell it again.
Yeah.
It's repeat business, isn't it?
Mm.
What do I want to sell a $4 million home, one and done, no rapport, and you got forgotten about and shoved under the rug? I feel I love to do the volume of property that mums and dads can buy. And I can see their children at the age of 4 growing to, kids at the age of 30. And they come and say, when I'm 60, you sold my mum and dad's house when you were... I love that. I
that
love
is special.
Yeah, for me it is. For me it is. To be remembered. And they said, my mum and dad always talk high of you. That's what I want. So, yeah, if you want to say I'm the polar opposite, I'll take it as a compliment.
Yeah.
I am who I am, and I just do it with passion, and I love what I do, Peter. I really do. I don't know how to scream from the, I could be on the news tonight and tell everyone.
You probably will be.
But
the Channel 7's probably got you on speed dial, Justin.
I'll tell you. But, but even all this with the media and all these podcasts, I don't let any of it sort of go to my head and say, oh, look at me. For me, I go with it. I'll say, well, I'm being called upon and I've got to serve the public of Western Australia. if I'm being asked on with Peter or on with a certain podcast, I make time because
And
I'm being asked.
it's amazing that you've done that, because we had the failed version that we were going to do online and it didn't work.
That's all right. Don't worry.
But you've turned up. You didn't have to.
Of course I would.
It's very nice of you to do that.
You're a good man. Well, why wouldn't I give you 5 minutes of my time? It's I just always believe what you put in's what you're going to get out.
Mm.
So if I'm going to give you some of my time, it will all come back.
Mm-hmm.
I ring someone for 6 months straight, 12 months, because that's, the industry, that's what it is.
Mm.
And you're not necessarily going to get business today. And I just want to stress that to maybe my age group in the industry. There's no point getting frustrated that little old Margaret hasn't said, I'll sign the dotted line and you sell it tomorrow. You need to have 20 cups of teas with Margaret before you actually put a sign at the front lawn. And I've done that. I'm almost 3 years in the industry. And there's people now when I started ringing me back after I've rung, left messages. I got your message. I'm still keeping in touch. And, it's nice to then be thought of when the time comes, Justin, we are ready. And you hang up that phone call and you go, wow, I've been calling for 3 years and she's rung me back after I've been calling.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nice. That's a great feeling. So I want to sort of stress to people, don't get frustrated. Don't think of today. You need to build the future and a representation in the market for real estate.
Who are your mentors in the industry, Justin?
My principal's been lovely.
Yeah,
David Whiteman. I often praise his name. He gave me a go those years ago, and I had many interviews with him. It wasn't just a shake hand.
Really?
You start tomorrow. I sat down with him good 4 or 5 times.
Wow.
And he wrote out I've got the pieces of paper, original paper. This is what, prospecting, cold calling, it was all there, all written out. And these are your operating hours, and make sure you've got structure.
Mm-hmm.
And I drilled that in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, David, I want opportunity. And he gave it to me. And I hope forever I've done him proud. And I hope Ray White can see that I am very, very grateful to have them as a banner to work for because they're a great brand. I love when I walk into someone's house, Justin Merendino, Ray White Real Estate. I'm proud to say it. And the public say to me, oh, yep, very good brand. They've been around for years.
Mm-hmm.
It's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to say Justin Merendino, Ray White, and they go, who? They know the brand, and that's what I love. I work for such a brand that the yellow colour's known. And but he's a great mentor, his brother. But we bounce off each other in the office. I've got a beautiful team that we're all a group, like a family. And that's what I love. There's no, I did more sales than you, and there's none of that sort of bickering going on in the office. We respect one another and we look up to one another. And people may say to me, well done, Justin, on that listing in Balcatta, well done. And we all give gratitude for each other's efforts. And that's what I love. That's what I call a golden workplace.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Golden or yellow. Justin, we met at a conference at Connect about this time last year.
It was.
You said before that you weren't one for scripts and dialogues, those hard closes. So when you're sitting at some of those conferences and you listen to some of the big name speakers, what are you making of that?
I often will obviously keep open ears and I listen and I take a little bit from what they're saying and put my own twang or twist to it. Because at the end of the day, like you just said, I never want to sound scripted. I speak as I speak, and I use words in my vocabulary that roll off the tongue for my ease and liking. So why change? Because people know me, well, that's Justin, But I observe and take parts that I go, oh, I like that. But I do want to stress the fundamentals of real estate, and I mean, you can disagree. The phone needs to be used for what it's designed for. You have to call people. No one falls in your lap. And, I have heard, I remember last year a few of them, I'm a sort of an attraction agent with social media only. Look, you know how many followers I got. I disagree with that statement. I don't just rely on social media. If someone messages me on social media, they're going to get the same customer service I give someone that I cold call. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I want to provide you a quality service, And even though they're reaching out, thank you so much. I applaud them. I welcome them. And I want to give them service. But for me, that's only just a bonus. It's not the fundamental of real estate. The fundamental aspects of real estate is putting the effort in to show you want to help someone and actually give them service and quality of the business.
Do you get a lot of DMs?
Oh, of course you do. I've had a lot of people applauding me for me being me. I had one last night, Justin. You do the Italian culture so proud. You should be proud of yourself. And I think I respond to that. Thank you so much. It means a lot because I'm very proud to be an Australian-born Italian, speak the language, grown up cutting tomatoes for sauce day, making sausages and pickling olives. And sometimes we got sort of put down for that. Oh, what are you doing that? Not even the people in Italy do that anymore. And I know that a lot of the traditions have died off, but I love that we keep doing it.
They're great traditions. Some friends of mine, Rob and Christina Mandanici, Dave and Francine Palermo, we went around to their place in East Vic Park, and we had this sausage making barbecue and like the beers, and the machine was going, and like all these sausages hanging in the shed. It was just so good.
That's my life.
Yeah,
that's what we do.
It's a good tradition to keep alive.
Yeah, I love it, and I want if I have a family of my own, I want them to have that piece of culture that I did. My father and mother gave it to me, and I want to pass it on. And I also hope my dear newlywed sister and brother-in-law pass that on. And I know my brother-in-law will. He's very strong on the culture. Will pass it on to their children.
Yeah, good.
I know my niece and nephew, or nieces and nephews, will definitely get it from me because I'll force it. I want them to learn the language because people say, what do I need it, but it's helped me in business. I've got a lot of Italian clients, and if I'm dealing with the older Italians that English isn't the first language, as soon as I say, Signora, ci sono io, I'm here. That's what that means. I'm here to help. Wow, their ears prick up and their eyes open and they go, wow, I found someone that's going to help, that I feel comfortable.
Understand.
And that to me, I just take pride in the fact I took a passion for the language at school, amongst my grandparents with the dialect, and I use it with passion.
So, I just want to roll back to the scripts and dialogue.
Yes, yes.
Oh, no, and I want to roll back to the DMs.
Yes.
You'd get a lot of DMs, but it sounds to me like the DMs are not a huge part of your success in real estate.
Yeah, they're not a huge, but but I have one business. People have directly messaged me on Instagram and said, we would love an appraisal, and I give those that are watching this, I give privilege and I give thanks for reaching out, and I'm sure I've helped you with passion and good customer service. So yeah, there are some, to answer you. Definitely are some prospects there directly messaged to me, but it's not the majority.
That was where I was going with this. You still spend a lot of time on the phone?
I'm in the office every single day. The weekend I'm on the road, home opens, then I'll come back to the office, follow up with the buyers.
Do you make prospecting calls while you're driving or when you're waiting?
I'm a desk man.
Yeah, okay.
I got to do my prospect calls in the office at the desk, then I get up, start walking around the office, talking with the phone on my ear. None of these earphone things, they walk around with the earphone. I can't never justify someone with those earphones because I would walk up, hey, Peter, how are you? And you go, sorry, on the phone. And I couldn't see it, but I'm not there yet, folks. I'm still with the telephone mounted to the ear, but I love my prospecting.
Yeah, okay.
I'll go to the office now and I'll stay till this afternoon. Hello, good afternoon, Justin Merendino. Hello, good afternoon. Next one. And yesterday I had a lady. God bless her. I was selling on Barker Avenue in Balcatta.
Yeah.
I cold called the street. Hello, there's that Cynthia, Justin Merendino, Ray White Real Estate. Please don't disturb me. Not a problem. I hope you have a wonderful day and a great weekend. Move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Because I never let someone tell me, go away to sort of me chucking the towel in and going, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
No, it makes you stronger.
Yeah.
Have a good day, hang up, move on to the next telephone number.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And it's a matter of respecting there.
100%. I do apologise for disturbing. I always say it.
Yeah.
I always say it. Because I do. I truly mean, I'm not trying to disturb. I'm just trying to provide a service.
Mm-hmm.
And if majority of the time someone goes, you know what, I was thinking of ringing someone, seeing you've called, come have a look.
Can you give us an idea of the sort of number of calls you'd make? Do you have track that?
I do. I try to do at least between sort of 30 to 60 calls a day myself.
Mm-hmm.
Look, sometimes you are busy and I might only get 40 done in total.
Mm-hmm.
But I've also got an offsider calling my data on a regular basis, 2 hours a day,
Okay.
which I love the assistance. You need it.
2 hours a day?
2 hours a day.
Right.
Every day.
Wow.
She'll just ring people that I've put in the database.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Gary, Bob, they're all there, the names and numbers of certain addresses. She'll give them a call, just keeping in touch for Justin Merendino, Ray White Real Estate.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll go, I know who Justin is. I'm not ready yet, but I'll call him directly. Or, yes,
Mm-hmm.
I want an updated appraisal.
Mm-hmm.
I got one this morning before getting ready to see you. She puts there on my little sort of WhatsApp chat,
Yeah.
She writes, hot lead, Jerry, for example, was not ready yet, but he says he wants you to give him a call. I'll ring him now this afternoon. I'll ring
Mm-hmm.
and say, my assistant telephoned you. Now I'm here to help. So it surfaces, brings things to the surface,
Mm-hmm.
But I love it. It's an industry that I will say to you, what you put in is what you're going to get out of it.
Certainly.
If you think you can just have a cup of coffee every day and go for lunch and then go for dinner, I don't think you're going to get much done.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to put time and effort.
Yes.
I don't know if you agree, but that's
100%.
That's my philosophy.
Yeah. So the thing is that cold calling and prospecting, like it's the start and finish of real estate. It's if you don't do that, you're just not going to get anywhere.
If you're going to use the phone to play, what do they play? Candy Crush, they call it? I think they love that game there all day long in real estate. Well, you're not going to get fun. It's just the truth.
Yeah.
Put that all aside. Use the phone for what it was designed for. Go to the keypad, dial the number.
Yeah.
Hello, Margaret. Hello, Bob.
Yeah.
Hello, Maria. That's it.
Yeah.
And soon enough, after one tenth of a call, actually, I will have you to come out and tell me what it's worth. And then you go, oh, what a feeling. It's not a waste of time, because it's never a waste of time.
Yeah. You've got a lot of followers on Insta.
Yeah.
Do you spend much time on social media yourself, as in scrolling?
Look, during the day, not really. More in the evening, I'll do my little posts. If I've sold something last night, for example, I sold property in Morley on McGillray Avenue. So I made it broadcast. The public want to see what Justin's doing, and I let them know.
Yeah.
So I put that out there. I've got the Eglinton property open on the weekend. I put a video of that up, and I'll do that. For me, I don't let it disturb during the day.
Yeah,
I'll at night,
You just relate. That's your wind down.
have that's it. A glass of wine with dinner. After dinner, wash the dishes and say, right, now I'll go on and do what I want to sort of do to let the public know what's going on.
Yes.
And that's the routine. But, there are some times I might have someone ring me or that I've called for an appraisal, and not everyone can do during the day or can do on the weekend. So they'll say, do you mind coming in the evening, 6, 7 o'clock after dinner? Not a problem, I'll be there. Monday night I had an appraisal, 6 o'clock. Wednesday I went and had a look at a property on Main Street where I've sold. I'm there any time of the day. It's a 24-hour industry. You can't.
It is.
You can't sort of say, oh, no, the telephone's on Do Not Disturb. Look, I've even got a home office line as well.
Really?
Oh, I love it. If someone needs me, I'm there. The phone's all connected. Mobile, office, everywhere. Email, you can't, Instagram, you can't say you can't get hold of me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. And what about you seem to be a natural on camera. Like it's just you just come out and just say your stuff, and it's just like I don't think you'd ever have two takes to do something.
Funny you say that. My photographer that does the properties, he's the person that holds my phone and does the takes. He says one and done, always.
Or one and done.
Because for me, I picture what I want to say about the property while I'm walking through it, while he's doing the photos. And when it comes time, Justin, we're ready. Hello, folks. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
It all rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
And remember the name Justin Merendino was not far away. It rolls off the tongue at the end. And I speak as I speak in everyday life.
Yeah.
With a ring to the voice, proud, and I am. I'm proud. I can be proud of I said this morning. I can be proud if someone said to me, I want you to sell a block of land, dirt.
Yeah.
I'm proud to sell it. It's a listing. It's someone's property, and it can be someone's future.
Yeah.
And for me, it's a piece of gold.
Yeah.
Because it's an opportunity.
Yeah.
So I take that. I'm proud to present this beautiful piece of land, level, ready to be built on. Go. That's it. And that's it. That's just me.
Would you have any advice to people that are freeze up in front of the camera? Because there's a lot of people
people say to me, even in the office, Peter, they say, Justin, I can't do what you do. I'll see that camera and I go, look, all I say, and I do it on stage. I've been MC for weddings. I've done Ray White conferences on stage. I put a blind film to what's in front, and I be me as if it's just me, and that's it. I don't worry about the camera. I look into it, but I just picture it's a TV screen that you're watching,
Yeah.
I understand nerves hitting with some people. I really do. Unfortunately, fortunate for me, unfortunately for others, I am naturally, and I know it, a confident person.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll always be the one to say, come on, follow me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to lead with no second thought. I'm the type of person, take the gamble.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
With everything in life.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you're already not going to succeed.
Okay,
because if you don't take the gamble and move forward, you'll never know.
Where's the gamble from here for you?
Well, for me, it's continuing to be a good person, straightforward, always providing service and being trustworthy and honest, simple. Those values.
What about in your career?
That's in career, but that's in family, day-to-day life too. In career, for me, it's always putting money back into the business. I've just ordered a letterbox drop pamphlets designed, half in Italian, half in English.
Yeah.
That's me.
I think I've seen pictures of them.
Yeah, and people say to me, not everyone's Italian. I understand that. I respect that. But those that get that in their letterbox, oh, wow, I haven't seen that before. I'll give him a ring.
Yeah.
Justin, I got you my letterbox. Come have a look.
Yeah.
And I might not get anything out of it, but if I didn't try, I'm already failing. So always put money back into the business, promote myself for doing the right thing and trying to help in real estate, selling property, helping buyers through the property to have a look, and being of service, because buyers and sellers, it's like a marriage. You've got to marry them up.
Yes.
You've got to bring them together and you've got to communicate, because if you don't communicate, you're already going to fail.
Yeah, that's true. Yes. When you look in the future, like 5-10 years down the track, so long term, do you see Merendino Group, Ray White Merendino Group?
My sister often says to me, go yourself. For now, Peter, I'm going to say this, and then I mean it from the heart. I'm so happy what I'm doing and where I'm at and working under the Whiteman Group, because at the end of the day, I have my computer. When it comes time to sort of say, right, I'll go home now, I close the computer and I can go.
Yeah.
I never want to have, got to do that. I've got to delegate that.
Yeah. BAS, GST.
For now, BAS, GST, income tax, all that. I know there are people that would help, but I love where I am and I love the group I'm working with. So sometimes, I'll say this, the grass is never greener on the other side.
Yeah.
When someone thinks, oh, there's $5 more over there, I'm going to go for it. Well, I think $5 less for now is going to be better mentally, your mental stability and health, than putting yourself over there and going, oh my God, what have I done?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Where I mean from the heart, very happy what I'm doing.
And what about like speaking at like Connect or Aric?
Well,
or,
if the telephone ever rings
they call, they
and
never
I
call.
get asked, with open arms and passion, I'll be on the stage. There's
Yeah.
no two ways about it.
Because I note that Matt Steinwade is coming over
Is he?
as
There you go.
one of the speakers. I'd prefer to see you as the
God
keynote
bless
speaker.
you. But look, bless him too. I'm sure he'll do a good job on the day. But when I get asked, don't worry, I'll be there.
Yeah, okay. So that's a thing that could be
there's no. If anyone asks of my time, where I can see it benefits everybody involved, well, why not?
Yeah.
Why not give some of your time? I just feel that you can't be selfish in life. You have to think of others as well as yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I do that in my day-to-day life. I'll put my family first.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put my clients first
Mm-hmm.
in business, and I do it from the bottom of my heart. So why don't you, I've given you time today. There's no problem with it.
Yeah.
I just feel when people have that selfish sort of attitude, oh, I'm not wasting my time. Oh, it's not me. There you are. It's not a waste of time. Nothing's a waste of time.
You'd strike me as being a very generous spirit.
Oh, thank
Justin.
you. I hope I am. I believe I am, and that's it. That's me. I appreciate that.
In terms of real estate, this is the boring stuff.
No, it's not.
What's your take on the market right now?
Look, it makes me happy. Latest listing just went under offer for Barker Avenue in Balcatta. Newly sort of to the market, young couple have purchased it.
Mm-hmm.
They thanked me about 20 times.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the communication. Thank you for allowing us to negotiate. Thank you for calling us back. Thank you for everything, practically.
Mm-hmm.
I've even got emails. They sent the deposit. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And it touches my heart in a way because I know I've done the right thing, helped the new couple into the market, getting a roof over their head, because these younger people are finding it hard. And when I purchased when I was 21, 2018.
Oh, wow.
29 now, Peter.
You're a 29-year-old boomer.
You're a boomer, there you are. I bought my first home for a fraction of the price now, thinking it was a lot then, for what I'm selling for today.
Yeah.
And this is the market I'm selling in, and I have to sell in today's prices. But all I can offer these people getting into the market as young, helping hand with guiding them what the property could go for, and when they're putting their offer, saying to them, I want to help you, but I can't sell it to you with this offer. Can you help me out? Simple as that.
Yeah.
And when you ask that, they can hear you opening genuinely your voice and heart on the phone.
Yeah.
All right, Justin, look, we've missed out on 10 properties. We really wanted this opportunity. And, they're opening up their story to you.
Mm-hmm.
Surely you've got to have a bit of heart and feel for them, It is a hot market. We've had an interest rate hike at the bank, which has gone up 0.25. And all I say to people, young, start from the bottom and work your way up.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Don't think I've got to get into Karrinyup today. I've got to get into Princeton Sterling today. Start at a $500,000 one-bedroom unit. You've got something. You've got a piece of property, right? And it's a stepping stone. And you ring me in 5 years, and with the increase in the market or movement in the market, naturally, there'll be some profit. Then you move on and you get a loan to continue up the ladder. I've got parents come, I'm going guarantor for the kids. I mean, I take my hat off to those parents. I never had that luxury. I did everything I've done today on my own.
Really?
My parents know it.
Yeah.
because I started from the bottom, Peter, and worked the way up.
Yeah.
And that's what I believe is the stepping stone to life with everything.
Mm-hmm.
You can't buy a Rolex watch at the age of 10.
Mm.
You might have to buy it at the age of 50.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a stepping stone
Mm-hmm.
in life, in every aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Life, business, living, everything,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm.
But never, ever put to the side your health.
Mm.
Sorry to go off.
No, that's good advice. Yeah.
That's advice to the public and to buyers that are more young age that are trying to get in. You know, I know everyone wants a 2-story beachfront apartment in City Beach or Trig.
Mm-hmm.
That might be what they love, but you can't have it at the age of 18 or 21. It's just the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Start with something on a main road. You've got a piece of property and be proud of it. Show it off. I bought. I'm so happy. And I often say to people when they ring me, Justin, I bought something off such and such and it was here. Well done. Doesn't matter where it is. Well done.
Get your
foot in the door.
Yeah. How do you deal, Justin, with people who are missing out on homes? You know, what advice can you give them? What consolation can you give them?
I often say to the public that say to me, I missed out on that one and I went to an auction and passed in and missed it out or whatever the story may be. I'll ask them, how many have you missed out on roughly? And if they're telling me a big number, well, to me, as an agent, they have more on the plate to give, but they're not giving it first up.
Mm-hmm.
And what I say often to the buyer, don't do a trial offer. If you feel you can afford $850, but you're offering $800, you're already $50,000 behind the next person. Put what you can afford before you say to me, Justin, I cannot eat dinner. Right? You still want to live. I'm not telling you to stop living and go and eat baked beans on toast. I'm not asking that of the public. I'm simply saying, don't do a trial offer and the agent may get back to me. Justin, our top offer's $850. The bank will give me, can't go any more, otherwise I can't put petrol in the car.
Yep.
That's what I want to hear.
Yep.
Beautiful. You've opened up truthfully to me. I'll open up truthfully for you. And I'll say, look, at the present minute, you're sitting sort of in the middle. I can't really sell it to you. That's fine, Justin. I appreciate the honesty.
Yep.
I'll move on.
Yep.
Right? Because then they know, okay, he's been honest straight up. Can't sell it to me. Obviously, I can't disclose where the other offers are. That's not right. I would never do that. But what I'm saying is I've said to them, you're buying it or you're not. There's no sugarcoat. I'll get back to you in a week's time. And people don't. They need transparency.
Yes.
That's it. So the point I'm making, with transparency will come a flow, and if you put what you know you can afford, you're in the best chance to do a deal.
Yeah.
That's as straightforward as I can be to the buyers of today.
Yeah, it's good advice.
You can't just put it. It's not 2018 or 17 anymore. Let's try. You
can't negotiate with the seller.
Well, no. I'm being as sort of hard to hear to the ear that is, Peter. The honesty I can give you in an opinion is it's not the market of 2017-18 where offers from 400 and you'd go, I'm going to give 350 and it would be considered.
Yeah.
It's not. You've got to take that out of mind. It's not that market anymore.
Yep.
Sadly, it is sad, but it's not.
Yep.
It's not.
Very, very true, Justin. Justin, this has been a wonderful conversation. We could keep on riffing on for hours, but I know you've got better things to do.
That's all right.
People that resonate with your message, want to reach out to you for advice or to get an appraisal on their property, how would they get in touch with you?
Beautiful. Phones are all on. So
Yeah.
mobile, I've got the office and I've got my email, and it's Justin_Merendino_Ray White to follow me on Instagram. DM, as you say, me. If you need, I'm here to help, and I always want to give customer service. Thank you.
Justin, wonderful.
A pleasure.
It's been amazing conversation with a superstar of the Perth real estate industry. And until next week, this has been Peter Fletcher on the WA Property Q&A podcast.
Ciao.
And that wraps up another episode of the WA Property Q&A. We hope you found our discussion valuable and gained some valuable insights into the world of property buying in Western Australia. Remember, while we strive to provide useful information, it's crucial to consult with the appropriate professionals before making any investment decisions. Don't forget to tune in next week for another exciting episode where we continue to unravel the mysteries of the WA property market. If you have any questions or topic suggestions, feel free to reach out to us. Until then, happy property hunting, and remember to seek the right advice for your personal circumstances. Thank you for listening.